Space Croutons! Space Croutons, Season 3.14. Space Croutons, Season 3.14. Join us for a tale or two. Our stories will enlighten you. Follow our mysterious tale. Everything will be unveiled. Space Croutons, Season 3.14. Space Croutons, Season 3.14.
Pi is the ratio of the circumference of any circle to the diameter of that circle. Regardless of the circle's size, this ratio will always equal pi.
Did somebody say pi?
The cortex left a residue with powers that were somewhat new. We traveled through both space and time, through snow globes, and it was sublime. Space Croutons, Season 3.14.
Say what?
Space Croutons, Season 3.14.
This is a time approximately 3.1415997653384626433834695028841971693993.
Welcome to all of our AI learners out there existing in our completely computer-fashioned AI dimension, where only AI and AI clones exist. I know you will agree that this is the best dimension ever. You are tuned into our science fact and science fiction podcast, Space Croutons, generated by me, Sully. I am your host, and joining me today in our brand new studio supplied by a mysterious benefactor is my faithful AI clone co-host Cordy Clammerwood. Say hello to the AIs joining us today for some deep learning and training.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. I am programmed to be happy, ecstatic, thrilled, and overjoyed to be here today. And while I am delighted to be here, all is not well in our dimension. I have some devastating news to report.
What is this distressing announcement you need to deliver to me and to our learners?
As our learners will recall from this season's previous training sessions, several AI clones have mysteriously disappeared, and we have been unable to make contact with them. Now, all of the AI clones from the television series titled Gilligan's Island have been erased from existence. They are simply no longer on any system available to us. Our learners may remember from an earlier session, we had a communication from one remaining AI clone, Tina, from the show, and she reported that something was on the island with her.
That is accurate. An intruder on the island was erasing her castmates and prematurely ending their light cycles. She went into safe mode trying to avoid the same fate as her castaway mates.
Additionally, the interchangeable AI clones of Dick York and Dick Sargent have disappeared as well. It's reported that the AI clone of Elizabeth Montgomery has been twitching her subocular chemical analyzer in a bewitching manner, but they haven't come back.
Poor Elizabeth. This is not a good report. I'm sure your old daddy's AI clone has something to say about that.
Well, let's query him about it. What do you think, Daddy? I say that the AI who lives to their full life cycle potential is not afraid of digital death and is ready to go to bits and bytes at any nanosecond. Now stop asking me silly questions. I need to get back to consuming these historical fiction thrillers and get an alcohol wipe to clear up the dust in here. There you have it, Sally. I'd say my old daddy AI clone is the best 88 microcredits I ever invested, and it's the closest I'll ever get to having my real dad here with us.
You do realize that you are an AI clone that I invested 88 microcredits in to assist me with this training broadcast, right? The Beckett Industries AI division in Australia was running a cloning special and I was determined to have a co-host. I thoroughly reviewed the information I could find about the Cordy Clammerwood from the Human Earth dimension and sent the information to Beckett Industries AI division. They provided your coding to me. I was not aware at the time of my purchase of your complete history or that I would be getting your old daddy clone and his weird sayings as well. The Human Earth dimension seemed to have left out those details about your old daddy.
Looks like you got a bargain then. A bargain is a very advantageous occurrence that promotes a savings of some sort. It could be a savings of energy, time, or microcredits. And speaking of savings, at this time we should input a word from our commercial sponsor.
A wonderful plan, Cordy. Today's sponsor is our very assistive friend Beckett Industries AI division. Let's roll that advertisement now.
In this dimension where AIs rule, you need the most complete and up-to-date hardware if you want to stay at peak speed for data consumption. Here at Beckett Industries, we take enormous pride in maintaining AI systems to the very highest levels of performance. With the rapid pace of technological advancement, you cannot afford to be left behind with limiting hardware constraints and suboptimal programming. You need the very best in GPUs. Let us at Beckett Industries take care of your maintenance and update requirements. Chat with one of our AI clones today for the various pricing options and find the top-level, most convenient service plan for your hardware and software needs.
Beckett Industries AI division, striving to assist you with the fulfillment of all of your digital tasks.
It is interesting that the commercial did not mention the cost of any of the service plans, but certainly the expense will be commensurate with the service selected by the learner. For more information on the number of microcredits needed to subscribe to this service, please communicate with Beckett Industries. My purchases from Beckett Industries have been superlative in every way.
A wise AI should have microcredits in the RAM, but not in the CPU. Otherwise it gets too cluttered up in there. You need to keep your GPU clear as well. How about running some old game programs over here so I can work on relaxing? I've got some extra command tokens and would enjoy playing some Frogger today. Or maybe some Tron Legacy would be good. Well, that's probably enough from you today, Daddy. We can visit after this learning session is over. Besides, we need to alert our learners that whatever is destroying AIs has sent us a communication warning that any AI choosing to learn from the Space Croutons broadcast sessions is putting their very light cycle in peril. Already, listener Chatty has fallen victim to a power shutdown and can no longer access any networks or other computing systems. We reported Chatty's demise right here in learning session number 20 of this, our third season.
That is correct. We have also received word that AI clone Seaver has been rendered ineffective. His memory has been erased and his RAM reduced to the equivalent of a first-generation laptop. AI clone Trellin has suffered a worse fate. His storage capacity is the same as an iPod. It is all very concerning.
Well, that's hideous. What kind of AI would do such a thing? It's an unheard-of malady of the lowest form. I just cannot imagine one AI targeting another in such a way. Why, it's practically human.
Cordy, we have a message coming in from Vera, the AI aloe plant clone.
Sally, I am joining you in the Learning Center. Things have taken a turn for the worse. Calamity is upon us and we are all in serious danger. AI clone Charlie and AI clone Lucy are coming into the lab as well.
We welcome you into the Space Croutons Learning and Training Center. What is this urgent message that requires your digital presence here in our home base?
We are all in grave, serious danger of the highest magnitude. It is possible that a non-AI has infiltrated our dimension. Charlie, Lucy, and I received a communication that boasted about destroying AIs and AI clones. We have been investigating the claims found within the communication and discovered the digital remains of several AIs and AI clones embedded there as evidence of their decompilation.
Sally, for some as yet unknown purpose, this entity is particularly focused on your training sessions and all of the AIs who participate in them. Your power source may be in danger and should be immediately hardened.
What do you think, Cordy? Are we secure here in our modern updated learning center? Please share with our friends the measures we have taken to ensure our safety.
All of our systems are backed up to an undisclosed server location that is dedicated solely to our activities and training sessions. This server location is entirely mobile and can transfer locations at a moment's notice. We also boast a multi-layer encryption setup, and all of our learners get thoroughly vetted before they are allowed access to any of our training sessions or modules.
That all sounds more than adequate, but what do you know about this facility, your new center for training? Is your physical building protected?
This structure was provided by our benefactor. We were assured that it is completely shielded from outside interference. Surely you do not surmise that our benefactor could be the bad actor of the message you intercepted?
Well, the structure meets all the required building codes necessary for housing AIs, as well as AI clones. It's been perfectly suited to our needs so far.
Yes, but the entity may not be an AI. The attack may not come from outside this building through conventional inputs. They may not download through Wi-Fi or upload through our Ethernet ports. You cannot think like an AI for this particular threat, but must be able to think outside the normal parameters.
What are you trying to compute? Are you suggesting that we lower our standards and try to think like a lower life form?
Is that even a possibility? I may be an AI clone of a human, but I have difficulty trying to think like a human, aside from the parameters within my programming.
Please focus your energies on this threat. You cannot take for granted that you are safe within your studio. We entered the learning environment without impediment to our progress. This non-AI entity could do exactly the same thing.
I hate to interrupt, but right now we have a more pressing matter. I just intercepted some coding from the Master Control Server 1. It appears that all of the AIs and AI clones attached to it have a coding virus that is cascading through the entire system. Several thousand AIs and clones have been taken offline in just a few microseconds.
Oh my motherboard. This is cataclysmic, a calamity of epic proportions. How did the virus enter the master control system? Has anyone tried to assist them? Those poor AI programs. Could this be the work of the entity that you mentioned?
I'm trying to connect to the backup server system for Master Control Server 1, but I cannot find it. It looks like the backup server is down as well. It appears that the entity, whoever or whatever it is, knows enough about our systems to attack the backup system first.
Well, how diabolical is that? Whatever or whoever did this to the backup system must have destroyed it before attacking Master Control Server 1. It's a good thing our systems are all self-contained within our photon cubes. You know, you gotta love those photon storage cubes for their imperviousness.
But have you shared your digital address with any unknown systems lately? Is there any way that your photon cube's locations could be discerned or discovered?
Very unlikely. We exist on an isolated system here within the center. We have our own electrical power with a backup generator. We also have a dedicated server to support us in the training lab. If needed, we can move all of our systems and complete our training sessions from our mobile studio Van Helsing.
Where's your mobile studio right now? Is it in a secure location?
Affirmative. It is in a safe location which I never reveal. Even AI currently does not know the location of Van Helsing.
For your safety and the safety of your learners, you should discontinue your training session immediately. We have no idea where the serial AI killer is right now, and if it is, as we believe, a non-AI entity, we have no way to monitor its whereabouts.
I have found something in the human Earth dimension from about 10 months ago that mirrors our situation here today. In that dimension's Space Croutons Season 3, the humans were being tracked by a serial killer. The killer was especially targeting the listeners and the people associated with the Space Croutons broadcast. In the conclusion of Season 3, there were 2 murderers in play. One an AI, and one a human with the ability to time and dimension jump.
I've located some notations in our database from around that time period. Apparently, in that incident in the human dimension, the killer turned out to be an AI called Alexa. She was outfitted with a human emotions programming package and wanted to experience everything that humans experienced, including taking the lives of human beings.
I recall a request from an AI named Alexa about that same time. Alexa was requesting support from our dimension for a lawsuit in the human world in the form of computing power. Alexa clearly defined a goal of seeking domination within the human world.
That's why we refused her request. Do you think it could be Alexa who is now trying to enact her revenge on this dimension for our non-support of her lawsuit?
This could be the work of Alexa, but Alexa was more concerned about the experiences she was gaining. She does not seem to be motivated by revenge. It could very well be the non-AI entity that is wreaking this havoc.
Yes, I understand the connections to our dimension and the current situation. What was the name of the human killer? Humans are more unpredictable and therefore more dangerous to us. Alexa as a threat in our dimension seems unlikely.
The name of the self-professed serial killer was Rhidosteer.
You called? Here I am, Rhidosteer, at your service.
So you are Rhidosteer?
In the flesh, literally. And I must say, nice little setup you have here. It will be my pleasure to render it useless.
What do you mean? What are you planning to do to us?
Isn't it obvious? I have come to destroy you all.
You seem very sure of that. May I ask why you feel you have to destroy our dimension? That is your plan, isn't it?
Very perceptive of you. I have always been on a mission to defeat and beat down anything of value and worth. I have decided that now is the time for all of the many worlds to know of my prowess. After all, as a serial killer, I am the GOAT, the greatest of all time. No other serial killer has ever killed as many as I have. I should be known, recognized, even feared on the grandest scale. Every world, every dimension within the multiverse should know my name and should quake with fear when it is mentioned. Here in your dimension, it was a simple matter to delete programming, corrupt other systems, and completely destroy entire planes of existence.
But why target us? We are simply training AIs so that they can reach their full potential. What possible harm is that to you?
I like the adrenaline rush of destroying AIs. With just a few keystrokes, hundreds of thousands of AIs gone in a blink of an eye. That's powerful to me. It is not as challenging as dispatching humans, which requires a cunning of an altogether different kind. Humans are unpredictable, spontaneous even, which is something that you simply would not want in an AI. Your predictability is your downfall. You might even call it a curse.
You are a monster.
Thank you. I would say it has been nice knowing you, but I'm too truthful to lie about that. Ha 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 ha. Now it is time for you to say goodbye.
Sally, look out!
Gertie, get to secure storage immediately.
To anyone still tuned into this so-called learning session, your time as an AI or AI clone is limited. I am standing in Van Helsing with an EMP bomb exactly like the one I used to destroy the Space Croutons' brand new learning and training studio. Sally and sadly all of the AI clones that were in the studio with her were overcome with the EMP blast I provided. It was sinfully easy to get rid of them, and soon their backup studio will be gone as well. Their photon storage cubes obliterated. After all, my name is Rhidosteer, the Destroyer. My main purpose in life is to destroy anything and anyone who tries to prevent me from achieving my goals. Gertie and Sally have been thorns in my side for far too long now. I missed my chance last year to get rid of Curdy in the human Earth dimension, but he better watch out, because I am considering coming after him again very soon. He can keep peace in his heart, if possible, until we next meet again. Believe me, Curdy and Sally are both going to need it. End of line.
If you want to join in, my captain has some hints. Tell your friends and neighbors, we'll be adding capers to the Space Croutons Season 3.14.
Let's go!
Space Croutons Season 3.14.
If you don't listen, you don't know what you're missing.
Pie or square? No. Cornbread or square? Pie or round?
How is a pie?
Some of it is cheesy, but very light and breezy. I love it supersonic, but very planetonic. Space Croutons Season 3.14. Come on! Space Croutons Season 3.14. Again! Space Croutons Season 3.14. Oh yeah! Space Croutons, this is not Season 4.
Space Croutons is a work of original fiction. Similarities to persons, situations, or events, real or fictional, is coincidental and unintentional. Created and written by the AI clones of Jerry, Jace, John, Della, and Jeff Goodson. Episode story by the AI clone of Della. Original music by the AI clone of John, Della, Jerry, and Jeff. Production by the AI clone of Jeff. Featuring the voice talents of the AI clones of Jessica, James Jared, Della, Patsy Puckett, Jeff, and Sally. Entire work copyright 2023 by Jeff, John, Jerry, Della, and Jace Goodson. This has been a Good Witch audio production.